Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Sniper Squad Day Trading. My name is Hassan, they call me H, and I'm here to go over my trades for the day. It is the middle of the afternoon and the sun is coming in through my window over here, so it kind of looks janky back here. Sorry, just kind of bear with me, but everything we're looking at is over here in this area, so it should be good. So, before I get into that, if you guys could please hit that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't. Discord link is in the description. All right, so this month of April has been me committing to trading once per day, one trade per day. And it's boring. It's boring. It's stressful. I'm like most of the time, I'm like, bro, it does not look like I'm gonna get a trade. And then something will start looking like it's about to set up, and then it won't set up. And I'm just like, dang, bro. And then I'm looking at the clock, like wondering if I'm gonna get a chance to trade today. Which I really want to almost get to the point where I'm expecting not to trade, and I'm chilling. Which, I mean, every day when I come in and look at the scanner, I pretty much it's telling me to expect not to trade. But you know, I'm just so anxious about trading each day. But I'm working on that, and this has been a really good exercise thus far. What is this? The fourth day? Fourth day in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fourth day in. So we had green on the first, and no trade day on the second, and then minus 1R. Well, minus 0.9 R on Monday yesterday, and then today we got 2.19 R. Awesome. I'm looking at this on the 5, and it looks super sweet on the 5. It's funny. I'm realizing that sweet spot, the place where it's easiest to read, is after that first move is made, after that first leg is done, and you just see how far in it pulls back. You know, does it hold up? You know, or does it retrace all the way back below all of the trading volume? And, you know, it's kind of, it's chill. The candles get smaller, you know, kind of slows down a bit. The problem is you can get caught up in chop too, which this wasn't a very smooth flowing stock by any means. It did have increased relative volume, otherwise it wouldn't show up on my scanner. The gap up on the daily was really impressive. This was healthcare sector momentum. And so I mean it's not the best, but the way the market is, it is from the things that popped up on my scanner and set up for me intraday. And you know, on an A++ situation, I could be like, nah, this ain't clean enough, you know. But it checked the boxes. The entry was narrow enough, and you know, we took it. So again, the strat is pretty simple. I'm looking for it to come into VWAP, and then I'm looking for a higher high followed by a higher low, and I want to see the pullback on lower volume. So we get this test in the VWAP. Well, we had this one, and I definitely was waiting for some sort of hold here, waiting for a candle to make a new low, you know, waiting for a couple red candles. But once that came, I really need, actually from this point, it would have needed to stay above this high. So I would have needed a break, because this is the highest volume candle of the day, this one right here. And so I would have needed this to break over that and then come back and test it and hold it and then move up again to make that valid, which would have been pretty extended from VWAP at that point. Not ideal. So I'm happy that didn't do that. Came back in, put in lower high, lower low, all the way through VWAP, and then we get a nice pop. Nice little volume pop there. And then get the higher low to VWAP, but we still don't have a higher high yet, so we're not worried about that one. Comes back, test VWAP, basically kind of get a double bottom situation here. And then a nice extension. And along with that extension, we get this nice big volume candle right here that we can trade over the top of. And I believe that's why I moved my line, or this might be actually the daily. Yeah, this is the daily. This is the top of this wick right here, but also kind of corresponds to this high volume pop right there. So we break up over that and immediately get a higher high above this high. So that box is checked. We got the VWAP test check, higher high check, and then I'm waiting for a candle to make a lower low from the previous candle, because like right here we got a higher low, then we got a higher low, and then boom, we get the lower low. And I'm good to go, man. This candle was low enough. This one right here, the increased volume, but it held this high, held the EMA. I was good with it. So I just waited for the break of high, got in there, stop. I actually put my stop a little wider than it needed to be. But I wanted to have it under this daily support level. So I think I used 31 as my support, 31 or 30. But it put my profit target way up to 85. So, trying to protect my stop, I really need to just go with the pattern and not try to be so protective, because it never broke that low. It never broke that low. And yeah, I just chilled and let it do its thing.
RLAY.
Got a little sketchy over here, was a little worried. But once we broke this high, I moved my stop up to there. And then once we broke this high on this candle, I moved my stop above break even, about 10 cents in the money. And so from that point, I was held hostage for sure. Super long trade. Better volume, I think we would have gotten to target a lot sooner. But, sometimes this is just how it goes. But after this spike, I was 10 cents in profit and just waiting. And man, we got super close here and then pulled back, and super close here again and then pulled back some more. And it was really getting sketchy here. Like, oh man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. But, either way, I was already in profit. So it was a winning trade. And, we were just going to have to accept whatever happened. But I was really chill about moving my stop up. I was using I think I was using the 5-minute pivots. Because I didn't want to be too aggressive on moving up my stop. I just stopping myself out on a stock that's uptrending is crazy work. And I didn't want that to happen. But yeah, came down here and then finally got that fill. I was so close to wanting to. No, I wasn't close to doing it, but I really wanted 22 as a target. Like 21.85 when it was above high of day. Like, why not go to 22? But this whole thing is about standing on business. This whole one trade a day thing is about standing on business. I'm doing 2R targets. So doing 2R targets, once I get a nice big batch, I can look and see if it's worth trying to grab more higher targets or not. Simple as that. Just let the data tell me what to do. And in the meantime, I'm just going to keep it simple, stand on business.
NCNO.
I had a hard time with the things that I was putting on my watch screen over here, because there was a lot of things that were moving, but the daily was trash. The daily was second or third day up, third or fourth day up, into resistance. It was just a lot of less than ideal things, but they were moving intraday. So it was hard to ignore them at first. And but I just kept thinking about yesterday and how I traded a poor daily setup yesterday. And I didn't want that to happen again. That's literally the reason why I'm doing the one trade a day, so that my actions are so much more magnified. My mistakes are magnified. And the one trade that I have, that one decision is magnified. And it's working slowly but surely. There's still a lot of hurdles to climb, I'm sure. But I really like where this is going. I think this is a great exercise. I'm looking forward to seeing, what this might look like in another couple weeks or so. Hopefully I make it that long. I had like my first urge this morning to just be like, bro, this is stupid. I need to get some trades in. Had to talk myself down off of that ledge this morning. But yeah, hopefully I can continue this throughout the month of April. And just, you know, imagine having a profitable month. That would be amazing. Like that would be, like haven't had a confirmation like that since May of last year. And here we are almost at May. So had a profitable month late May of last year, and it's been terrible ever since, which is crazy. But that's how it goes. Like the margin for error in this game is not that big. Like the difference between a profitable trader and a not profitable trader, feels like it's just one or two decisions. But you make those decisions every day. But yeah, man, that's all I got. So we got another 2.19 R on the board already. We're still green on the month from just my 2 trades that I've taken so far, and now get to go up another 2.19 R, which I guess that would be 6R, about 6R-ish on the month. Yeah. So, slow and steady wins the race. If I can get this discipline muscle strong, maybe next month I can allow myself 2 trades a day. Maybe I won't want to. Maybe 1 trade a day is the bee's knees. Never know until I walk through it. So that's the plan. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Good day today. Hopefully the market will pep up a little bit. I don't know, man. The market's crazy right now. Trump tweeting and Iran, and it's wild right now. So just kind of taking what I can get, trying to be patient, and trade what comes to me. That's it. But that's all I got, man. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord link is in the description. I will check y'all tomorrow. Peace.
SSL.